What's good? It's your boy CJ Goodfella back with the Boxing Clinic. Talk a little bit, World Boxing Super Series, Super Middleweight tournament style, and, who I believe to be a favorite. But it changes by fight basis because it is a single elimination tournament. And, you know how that goes. A lot of people, is picking Mikael Kessler, Arthur Abraham to win that Super 6 tournament back in the day and end up being, one of the bottom feeders, Andre Ward, that won the tournament. So on fight-by-fight basis, after round one, your opinion can completely change, quite honestly. It might be, the Turkish guy that might be the favorite. He might bring something to the table that we didn't see on tape or might rise to the occasion, or you never know. You never know, but the guy that I think is the favorite in this tournament is number 2, Callum Smith. And I just like Callum Smith. He a tall glass of water, man. And he got some athletic ability, some punching power. I think he's a good fighter. A lot of people picking Ebanks Jr. That'll be interesting. If he wins this fight and George Groves wins this fight, his second round, that second round potential can be very, very good. I don't know. I have to see how it play out, but I'm not big on George Groves. I just think he's a mid-level guy. Who had a lot of ability to be a A-level guy, but got fucked by Froch in the first fight by the referee. In the second fight, he just got totally outclassed, and after that, he, after the Froch little, double fight, he thought he was better than what the fuck he thought he really was. Getting his ass whooped by Badu Jack, and then he eventually came back and won a title, that basically, he won a title. But I don't see him being the number 1 seed here. Only reason he probably is the number 1 seed because he's probably the most known commodity, and that's not saying a lot, because he didn't really beat nobody. Every step up in his career, he pretty much lost other than DeGale. And, because people know George Groves. They know he has an ability, but it's a mental block right there. And as far as me picking, in the beginning, I'm picking Callum Smith, man. I think he got a lot of ability. I think he could wipe the competition out, man. I definitely think he could beat George Groves. He just ain't had that style of test, and that's why a lot of people ain't picking him, because a lot of people ain't seen him fight. But I watched him fight over the years, and I don't see too many people in here, fucking with him. I think he'd beat Chris Ebanks Jr. ass as well. But we have to wait and see. Ain't nothing in concrete. But I think he'd beat, Groves, and I think he could beat Chris Ebanks Jr. But like I said, he ain't never had a step up in competition before this tournament. And I'm not saying, and to me, the step up in competition in this tournament is not that high. I'm not high on any of these guys, really. And the wild card is probably Robert Brandt. But I just think 8 pounds is, too much of a challenge for him to overcome in this tournament. But it is what it is. We gone.